Good morning again. Good morning again. YouTube family and friends. It's 4:22 a.m. I just left Sky Life channel. And she gave me a topic to talk about. Y'all know my video gonna be quick. Because it's only my opinion. Now that they have locked up the king of R&B, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, my question to my city, to the city in which I reside in. Well, actually, I just lied because I no longer reside in Chicago. I live in a Chicago suburb. But I was born and raised in the city on the west side of Chicago. Yeah, right up in the gutter, y'all. No, I'm just playing. I was born and raised on the west side, and I purchased my home at, I believe I was 27. No, 28. At 28 years old. I hope I'm not lying to y'all. I think 28 years old. And I end up relocating to the south suburbs. Now, what I want to say is, where the Paddy Wagons at? Like, I should see a Paddy wagon on damn near every block of the streets of Chicago. Even in the damn suburbs, the south suburbs, the west suburbs, well, ain't no east suburbs. No, north suburbs, okay? I just, in my heart, feel that a lot of motherfuckers need to go to jail. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. I'm not going to get into saying that Mr. Kelly did these things, because I honestly don't believe a lot of this stuff is true, okay? But I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to debate about it. I have my feelings and I'm entitled to them, and nobody can change them. In my opinion, he's an innocent man. Can't nobody do nothing about that. That's how I feel. Now, I was born and raised here, and I don't want to sound graphic, and I don't want to sound trashy, but I want to keep it real. So excuse the words that are about to come out of my mouth, but this is as real as it gets for me, and this is just me. Okay, I feel like, and I believe a lot of us will agree, a teenage girl, her body started going through a little transformation once she hit puberty. Once she starts her menstrual cycle, her body is telling her she's ready. You know, and I'm going to use myself for an example. I started my menstrual at 13, and I was in 8th grade, and I'll never forget sitting in the classroom, admiring, crushing on my teacher, Mr. Dancy. I had a deep crush on that man. That man was fine, bow-legged, and looked like he was about, I'm going to be honest, Mr. Dancy looked like he was about 29. I'm 13. Okay? Now, nothing ever transpired between us, because I didn't even have the guts to tell the man I liked him. I don't think I would have. It just was something within myself that I kept to myself. I just started speaking on this just to use that to prove a point. You know, I've never spoke on it before. But yeah, I had a crush on my 8th grade teacher. He didn't pay me not one bit of attention. Okay? I wasn't doing anything. It's just, I just used to stare at him, be mesmerized. And this is how I know that I was ready for sex. Even though I didn't have sex until 16. Wait a minute. I was going into my sophomore year. So I completed my freshman year of high school. It actually took place the summer going into my sophomore year. I don't know how old I was, but I did my first was a year older than me. We were in the same age group. He graduated from high school a year before me. I went on his prom. He went on my prom. We were in the same age bracket. After that little episode, I'm going to get back to that, but after that little episode with Mr. Dancy, I found out I had no interest in the older man. I don't know what, I think it was just, I don't know. But I'm going to describe it, y'all. It's a little graphic, and I apologize, but I remember sitting in that chair and look, little thing, Kukak, I don't know how to say the word without, was thumping, y'all. I'm looking at this man, little thing, thumping. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I didn't know what it was. At the time, my mother has one sister. God rest her soul. She's deceased now. But when I found it hard, impossible, or even scared to talk with my mother, I had no problem talking to my aunt, which was my mom's only sister. And I told her about it. She said, you little heifer. That's how she talked. She was a cusser. You little heifer, you ready for sex? And I was like, that's what it is. And, she convinced me to talk to my mother. Still didn't have the gut to do it, but I did write my mother a letter, And but by the time I'm talking as if it happened right away, but no. When I talked to my aunt about that, I had already graduated grammar school, and I just telling her about the experience that I had that was strange to me because it never happened before, and she explained to me, that's your body telling you you're ready. So my body was ready at 13, y'all. I'm just saying, okay, my body was ready, but I didn't have the guts. I wasn't, I guess I was shy because I couldn't push up on him. I wasn't going to push up on that man. That was a grown man. I wasn't going to push up. I never pushed up on a man, period. But I'm just saying, if I would have pushed up on him, let him know that I was attracted to him, let him know that I liked him, something probably could have transpired. I don't know. It never went there. This man didn't have a clue what my mind was thinking. I didn't even have a clue. I just knew my body was feeling some type of way. Okay? And it was right after my first menstrual cycle. So now that's why I'm speaking on my own experience. For a female, once you start your menstrual, your body is going to tell you you're ready for sex. Okay. Now, this is what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. In Jane case, the Chicago trial, she mentioned that she felt like her auntie, Sparkle, was pushing her up on Mr. Kelly. She also mentioned that Sparkle was telling her about Mr. Kelly and herself, Sparkles and Mr. Kelly, sexual activities in the bedroom. So you ask yourself, why is this grown lady telling her niece how she having sex? So I have to assume she tell him, oh girl, he got a lizard tongue. That's just a figure of speech. He got a lizard tongue. Oh, he make me feel good. However, whatever she was telling her made Jane attracted to him. Now, we ain't gonna even take away the fact that he's a celebrity. Then you got somebody in your ear telling you how good they make him feel. And you starting you done started almost, she done started a menstrual. You bleeding. Okay, that's just it. And I really believe she wanted him. I really believe she enticed him. I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for this, but I know these little fast hotel girls in Chicago. Okay? I know them very well. And I know how they get down. And I could be wrong. It probably didn't happen like that. you know. It probably happened the other way. He probably enticed her if it happened, you know. But I'm just saying, there's another way things go down, y'all. It ain't always the man. Women get hot in the ass. Women is not innocent on everything. Okay? Now, I'm not going to even get into the fact that when I was in high school, it was a lot. I'm not going to name nobody, but 3 were close.